So this is a T1 foldable electrical bike from DYU, and this tiny thing is a screen. It only has 3 lights. So is it any good? Well, in today's video, we're going to charge the full battery and see what we can do with a full charge. And we're going to go off-road, we're going to go on wet roads, we're going to go on normal roads, windy, all types of environments. And yeah, we're gonna stress test this bike for sure. First, we have to charge it. So we take this cable, plug it in, plug this thing in, plug that thing here, boom. And you can see it's charging by this red indicator here.
A few moments later.
All right, so he's fully charged up. What we're going to do now is I'm going to set my Fitbit and track. That way we can know the distance and the time. And the first thing we're going to do is go off-road. We press this green button here. Boom. And now let's move. So 2.8 kilometers in the books here, first drive. So even though this is not a mountain bike, this did an immense performance on the off-road. So these thick tires really serve their purpose on the uphill and on the downhill as well. The disc brakes also do a very good job. I only had like one hill where I couldn't get up, even though when I boosted, it didn't do anything, but overall performance in the off-road, even though this is a city bike, is absolutely amazing. I really love it. And I had a blast. So we have now already 22 minutes of battery life drained out of this thing. So yeah, let's go to the next thing, which is going to be just regular roads. I'm in 6th gear, battery still full, and now being higher I also feel like I can have more of the motor because I can put more torque onto the motor. So make sure your saddle is good. This is the bike road in Belgium, fairly bumpy. So now kind of driving in a windy open area, yeah, you still feel that this is an electrical bike and not a scooter. So you really have to push. We're still here to get stronger and we still want to do some effort, don't we? There's a scooter. Boom. Finishing this off. Still a full battery.
3 days later.
Also something for today, we're going to test on wet road. Haven't done that yet and wasn't planning on doing so, but hey, the weather decided it's gonna be wet, so we're going with it. I do not have my mudguards installed because I don't like them, so yeah, we'll see how that is going to be. Okay, it's a long slope up ahead. Let's push this thing. Looks like we finally dropped the bar.
Soon after.
Boy, do I like that acceleration sound. So scooter mode puts us at a whopping average of 23 to 24 kilometers per hour, and we had a maximum of 29 kilometers per hour, but I see that the battery drains pretty fast. I already saw it going to 1 bar, so yeah. Also, if you want sore thumbs, that's definitely the way to go, because having that button pressed all the time is not pleasant, but the ride is pleasant. You don't have to pedal at all. It's also a bit lazy, so I don't recommend it. Also, if you want to have a wet ass, definitely do not install mudguards. Just a bonus tip. Another nice feature of this bike is the kickstand. So it's in the back here. So that means that whenever you have your pedals and you want to like move the bike, the pedals don't hit the kickstand. A very nice feature. Also, we're still at 2 bars.
The next morning.
Something to note is that when you go too fast, it feels like the motor is slowing you down. It's like at some point, like I think 25 kilometers per hour, the motor says, hey, it's all you, brother. And it probably feels like it's slowing me down because I'm used to the assistance of the motor. So overall, a very good, decent electrical bike for a good price. 850 euros to 1,000 euros, I think, is a decent price. Now, I've been doing long rides and not so long rides with this one, and where it really shines is the shorter bouts where you really need to stop, start, stop, start. And especially with the boost, I feel like you can accelerate very fast. So I see me using this in a urban situation. You're going to your work with the train or the bus, you take this bike with you, and then when you're out and about in the city, you can use this one. You can go very fast from one place to another. Also, where I live, I see myself using this to quickly go to the store, like 2-3 kilometers away. I don't see myself using this to go to work every single day because for that, the bike is not made for. Like, it's not comfortable enough. The suspension is not there. There's a little suspension underneath the seat, but there's no suspension in the front wheel. So I really feel that it lacks being comfortable for long rides, especially if you have to drive like crappy roads and stuff like that. It really, these bumps, you feel it over time. So yeah, I feel like it's a great bike for what it is. It's great to go for short amounts. It's great to have to have with you. Also, if you go camping or something, you just throw that bike into the trunk of your car and you're good. So yeah, really love this one. I just don't think it's something to use for long rides, but for that DYU has other options, and I don't think this bike is made for that. So yeah, I think we still have to drain that battery, man. It takes so long. That's good. That's very good. I'm not complaining, but yeah, let's continue driving this bike. So I think we have to make a two-part video of this. So we ended this video at 35 kilometers and 2 hours and a half of driving at an average speed of 16 kilometers per hour. So pretty good. See you in part two.